Welcome to the Brick of the Week. Today we're going to focus on the Palisades Fire. So I'm sure you've heard about it. It's everywhere on the news and social media. There's been a significant wildfire impacting the Pacific Palisades just outside of Los Angeles. So as of January 7th, 2025, this fire has burned over 2,900 acres and remains 0% contained. So evacuation orders, of course, they're in place for approximately 30,000 residents, and over 13,000 structures are threatened, including homes, wealthy neighborhoods, and cultural landmarks like the Getty Villa. And you know what? I have no idea what that is, but it's in my notes, and it's a landmark, and it's in trouble. So situation kind of going crazy, right? So you got strong Santa Ana winds. And whenever I hear Santa Ana, I always think of the movie Fletch. So he always said, I would have been here sooner, but there was a manure spreader jackknifed on the Santa Ana. So not making light of the situation, but those are the movies I like and listen to, and somehow they're programmed in my brain. Probably haven't seen that movie in 20 years, but I'm one of those people that loves movie quotes. And even in the most serious of circumstances and situations, those are the things I'm hearing. So Governor Newsom, not a fan, just going to go ahead and say that. He's declared a state of emergency and federal assistance, and he's secured to support some firefighting efforts. So residents, they've been advised to stay informed, through the official channels. Obviously, be smart. Living in South Florida for many, many, many years, I've learned that people are not smart during difficult situations like hurricanes. Okay, like people getting gas, people going to the beach to party when there's a hurricane coming. So I've seen it firsthand in Florida. I'm sure California is managing this just perfectly, like they have done their great state and economy and tax. So not here to rain on California, although they could use some rain for sure. Praying for all those families that everything works out. So why am I talking about this on the Brick of the Week, and who am I? Well, of course, I'll introduce myself, Adam House, founder and CEO of the House of Bricks. And we are really expanding as a community, looking to grow, adding best-in-class people that believe in the power of relationship capital. So I'm talking about these fires because as an entrepreneur, as a business leader, or really anyone in business, there are times you face pressure. And it's not the situation. You can't really control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. And one of the things I always like to say is we do not rise to the occasion. We actually fail and fall to the level of our preparation. So being able to lead under pressure does not start in the moment. It starts with self-leadership. How you lead yourself is how you're going to lead other people. And if you think about this shift, right, you can't control the fires. They can't get them out. So the firefighters, serving the community, they remind us of the preparation and teamwork. They are really the key to business and life. And if you didn't see this post 2 days ago, and yes, it was my post, and sometimes I do watch my own posts, but I posted these fighter planes taking off. And I was just thinking about the amount of pressure those guys are under and the amount of preparation that goes into it. It's not an accident. So we're here in 2025. We're talking about New Year's resolutions that most of us have already probably broken. Number one, because you've made too many of them. You made them too difficult. The best way to build self-confidence and get traction is small commitments every day, consistently over a long period of time. That is the compound effect. And that's what we believe in the House of Bricks, is building brick by brick. So first thing you need to do is lead yourself. And you will, through that self-leadership, you will be able to be aware of your circumstances, right? And how to lead your team. You have to be in a good place. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't lead when you're blind. So you've got to have the vision and clarity and self-preparation for when these situations do happen. So the second thing I want to talk about, right, is leading under pressure, self-leadership, really simple. Number two is the power of community. So you got to think about when these situations happen, right? The government can only do so much. The firefighters can only do so much. This is where the power of community comes in. And it is great to see people work together in these situations. In fires and weather aren't things you can control. You can go hire more salespeople to grow your business. You can terminate people that are ineffective, but the weather, pretty tough to predict and pretty tough to control. But this is where the power of community comes in. And in the House of Bricks, we believe in relationship capital. So you can have online courses, you can have value stacks, you can have accountability, but the most valuable thing is relationship capital. And with that brick foundation, it develops resilience. And we've faced a lot of storms in our business over the last 12 months, but it has refined and defined who we are, where we're going, and how we're going to get there, and who's coming with us. Not everyone is a fit for the House of Bricks community. If you don't want to help others, you're not a fit. If you don't want to lead yourself in the right way, you're not a fit. If you want to be around growth-minded people, investment bankers, top CEOs, early stage founders. We don't really talk about profile envy in the House of Bricks. No one cares where you've been. It's about where you're going, and we're building something incredible within our community, and really excited about our vision for 2025. So we've got self-leadership, power of community, and yes, I am a coach. Yes, I am an advisor, but it does not mean that you have to work with me. But you do have a coach or an advisor that does not have a coach or advisor, you should run for the hills. You have to eat their own dog food. Everyone needs a coach. And that's one of the things that we consistently emphasize in the House of Bricks. Step one, join the community, being around like-minded people. Number two is there are people that are where you want to go. Are you looking to exit a company? Well, we have people in our community that have exited multiple companies. Are you an early stage founder that wants to buddy up with another early stage founder? We have those in our community. So finding community, people to climb the mountain with, and the importance of, once that is being built, is to have a coach, have an advisor. And it's not just that they know more than you or they've gone through more. When we're in the weeds or we're in the fire, right, it's really tough. And I get this quote all the time wrong, which is too in the forest to too many trees to see the forest. There you go. I got it. Two in the forest, two in the trees to see the forest. Is that it? So someone can put it in the chat and make fun of me. That was probably the worst delivery possible, but hey, we're here to have fun and we're live. So two in the trees to see the forest. I don't think I'll ever get that right. So, but at House of Bricks, listen, we offer access to mentors, community members. It's really been around since the beginning of time. People want to be around other people. They want to tell stories. They want to inspire each other. And so if you think about, what it's going to take to rebuild from these Southern California fires, it's going to take a village. It's going to take a community. It's going to take leadership. And the next thing I want to talk to you about is really preparing for the unexpected. And if you have a startup business or any business, you're facing unexpected challenges every single day. And what's important is not to avoid unexpected things, because you can't, because they're unexpected, but being prepared for when the unexpected happens. Well, how do you do that? I didn't expect it. Well, do you have extra cash reserves, right? When sales slow, do you have the right marketing strategy? Have you even put together a business plan for 2025? Do you have it yet? It's already 2025. And I guarantee most people don't. And if you have done it, you're going to go through the exercise of doing it, put it in your drawer, and dust it off in 2026 to write the same thing over and over again and repeat the same good things you did and some of the mistakes. But having a strategy is really the first step in being prepared for the unexpected. And we talk about our simple framework all the time, right? You got to have your strategy, you got to innovate, and I'm spelling simple. Some people don't follow it for some reason, but strategy is the S. I is innovate, right? Test, fail, learn, grow. M is mindset. Your dreams have met reality. This is hard. 9 out of 10 businesses fail. 9 out of 10 startups fail. This is hard. You got to have the right mindset, and it can't be a separate activity. Okay. Bringing in a motivational speaker on a Friday. Okay, great. Everyone gets fired up, but how does that relate back to their business? So the mindset piece is in the simple framework. You have to have it embedded in your business. You have to have it embedded in what you're trying to do. Now we've gotten to P, still spelling simple, for patterns. I posted about this yesterday. I've started now 7 businesses in 7 different industries, and none of them have been the same. Well, how can I do that? Dropped out of college. Well, what I've learned over time is there are patterns in business. Okay. There's patterns in industries. So we're all about data-driven decision-making, but the mistake that people make is they use data too early on. Either one, you don't have enough of it, of how it relates to your current situation. So industry data may not account for how many team members you have, how much cash you have, what type of leader you are. So getting industry data is great to start a business. Is this market right for me? Is it not? But you can't use too much data early on. So that's why patterns is pushed after you have the right mindset and you're figuring things out. You've tested and learned. You've got data. That data gives you, creates action. That action creates feedback to make better decisions down the road. So now we've got our strategy. We're innovating, the right mindset, pattern recognition. What's next? The L. It's not love, but it is what entrepreneurs all love to do, which is leverage their business. If I couldn't, I found the perfect word, because L for leverage is near the end of simple, which is our framework. What do all entrepreneurs do? Get out your phone right now. Not right now. Wait till I'm done. Instagram. Everything is 10x your business. Everything on LinkedIn, 10x lead growth. Well, if you're leveraging things too early on in your business, you're going to leverage the wrong things. So after you've gone through that process, leverage actually happens through the compound effect of doing the same thing consistently over time. Then that leverage, it just naturally happens. And you know what to leverage, and more importantly, what not to leverage. Stop doing what isn't working. And the E stands for execution, which is my favorite. Having accountability, discipline, community, coaching, and also helping others can help you execute at a higher level, because you'll want to hold yourself to accountable. So what are the lessons here we can learn from the California fires? And this is different. We're following some trends, talking about different topics other than just lead gen on LinkedIn, and featuring CEOs and athletes, which is great. But there's also some trending topics we can learn every single day. There's situations happening. So I've become a student of business and life and family, and really try to learn every day. And so what can we take away from this? Number one is we have to anticipate risks. And you're saying to yourself, well, Adam, I'm trying to fix the plane while I'm flying. I've got a startup business. I got no cash. I can't afford my salespeople. It is tough to plan ahead when you're in that situation, but just the effort and the time and the focus to plan will help you respond better. So it doesn't say avoid risks. We're going to anticipate them. And the more time you spend planning, the better you'll respond to the risks. Number 2, build a strong community. I've said this 100 times. I'm going to say it 1,000 more between now and June. I was going to say 1,000 this year, but it will be more than that, because we all need community. You're going through life alone. You're a leader. You don't know who to turn to when you have challenges, or you're just looking to connect with people. One thing I've learned in the last 12 months is it's okay to connect with people when you don't need something. Maybe you're there to help them. And you also, it changes the relationship. I've always helped other people easily for the last 20 years. At times I've needed help. I don't ask for it. And why is that? Well, I don't know, maybe ego, but it's a disservice though to other people when you don't allow them to help you. And what it's done is actually built a lot of trust, two-way trust in the relationship. So anyway, kind of fumbled all of that, but the goal was to talk about anticipating risk, build a strong community, help others, and let them help you was the point I was making. Let other people help you. It'll build stronger relationships. And number 3 is you got to have an advisor and or a coach, someone that is not in the fire with you, that can provide leadership, provide insights, provide experience. So make that a commitment to yourself. Get connected in a community, find a coach, find an advisor. So if you're ready to grow and want to join a community, I would love to talk to you about joining the House of Bricks. But it is not just an open door to join the House of Bricks. And again, it's not based on profile or accomplishments. It's based on what you can expect from us as a community, and something we're rolling out this year in 2025, actually a little bit later today, is our expectations of the community members. So when you first launch community, you're happy you got the mailman and the Amazon guy and your mom are the 3 people that join your first community call. But once you build a strong foundation, you get responses from the community, what they like, what they don't like, what they can want to expect from us. Well, it is a community. It's not a statue in the town center hall. This is a community, and it's people. It's a lot of people, not Adam House. It's community. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we can create. We've talked about leverage. Well, the leverage of, I think we're up to 50 some odd people in our community. If all 50 people contributed to our community, and I understand you're running a business, you got a family, but what if 50 people got connected, which we've done, in the House of Bricks, and are all on our growth path for 2025? I imagine what we can accomplish. So I'm really excited for this time next year when I can talk about the House of Bricks, and I have a plan. We're going to have 144 community members. We're going to have 12 pods, small groups. We're going to run hot seats, which is wildly valuable for your business. I'm sure there's a lot of hot seats in California. Sorry, I couldn't resist right now. So we have hot seats, we have small groups, pods, weekly community call, or a monthly community call, and then just running office hours. So a lot going on in the House of Bricks, a lot going on in our country, a lot going on in our world. But I want to thank you for joining me today on another Brick of the Week. I was a little funny, a little off color, some of my jokes, but that's how it's going to be in 2025. You're going to get the real Adam House. Not that I haven't been real, but maybe I'll just be a little more real. I don't know. It's going to be a fun year. So anticipate risks, build strong community, get an advisor. And we are, in all seriousness, praying for those families in California, our first responders. So take that action, get connected with the community, and we will see you guys next week. Thanks for joining.